Data types in Java. So basically, let's begin. There are two type of data types in Java. So there are primitive data type, non-primitive data type. Okay, the main difference between primitive data type and non-primitive data type is primitive data type. The value can be changed after it being initialized. Non-primitive data type, after being initialized, the value will be fixed and it cannot be changed. So in primitive data type, we have a boolean type, which is a boolean which stores true false. Then you have a numerical type, which is a character value. You have a char, which you can put characters. You have integral value, which has integers, byte, short, int, and long. Then we have floating point, which is float double. Okay, this byte, short, int, and long integers value are like normal numbers, and floating point or something float double can carry 10.0 point like decimal values. Then you have non-primitive data types. There are strings, array. There are more, but we did not define over there. So let's look what are the size and descriptions of primitive data type. So basically, you have a data type, like you have data type byte, which have size of a 1 byte, and the number can go from minus 128 to 127. Then you have shorts, 2 byte can go 32,768 to 32,767. Then you have int 4 byte, which can go from 2 million to 2 billion, so and so. Then you have long 8 byte, it stores whole from like 9 trillion to some sort of a nine, like this is so big number even though I cannot pronounce it. Then you have a float and double, 4 byte, 8 byte, which can carry decimal values. Okay, then we have a boolean 1 bit, okay, which is stores true or false. Then you have char, like 2 byte stores a single character letter of ICSII values. So let's begin. Let's go towards the programming. So basically, the first thing, I'm doing programming in Java, in VS Code. So make a file, click on a data type dot Java. So I'm just copying this text. This is just a command just for explanation. So this is a command because the command, the program does not read whatever if you had been committed. So the way you have to commit is just to put double slash. Like I'm writing something there, and giving me error. If I put double slash, it will commit out. Means commit out only for explaining the code for the programmers. Okay, it won't execute. Is it only can be seen on this editor. Okay, so the byte can contain from 1 minus 128 to 127. So the way you have to write is, first you have to write a data type. Okay, I'm taking data type as a byte. Then you can give a variable name, so it can be anything. Like I'm giving, in this case I'm just giving a byte data. Okay, then I'm saying like it contains from minus 128 to 127. So what I do is I will take minus 129, and it will give me error because it's going beyond the minus. Okay, minus 128. So what I will do it, I will do minus 128. It won't give me error. Okay, now I do 128, it will give me an error. So 127, it won't give me an error. So then we have a short. So basically you have a short data type. Then you have to declare a variable name. In this case, you can give anything, but I'm giving short data. Okay, equals it came from 32,768. So I will copy this value. Let's check. So it's okay. Comma should be not there. Okay, it won't give me error. If I go more than like 32,769, see, I will go, like I will increase one more, it's giving me an error because the value is cannot go more than minus 32,768. If you go to 769, so it will give you an error, because it is they are only capable from minus 32,000 to 768 to 32,767. So let's check with positive number. It won't give you error. Now if I do 68, like, it give me an error. So then we have integer data type. In programming, the frequently data type is used for a numerical or integers, even though depend upon your requirement, because depend upon your requirement, mostly time whenever we use a data type, we actually use integers. Okay, so integers can carry from this kind of this much number. Like, let's give an int data. Okay, capital camel case equals minus. Now if I do more than more than its value, it's actually giving me an error. So you can just try it. So you have a long, so you have long, like, long data. So it goes. So I'm just writing it, like, this is all for the purpose of our explanation. So there is something unique you can do with the long. It's actually giving an error, even though it can contain this much value. So what you have to do is, at the end of the long, like, value of the long, you can just write L. So it will go. If you go more beyond like 9, it will give you an error. So this is the way the long actually, and it can go with a positive number also and the negative. Then you have a float. So you have float which carries, like, float and double are the same, but the difference is float can carry 4 byte, double can carry 8 byte. So he's a big brother and he's a small brother. So the mostly thing is that float and double contains a decimal value. So you have a float. Let's say float data equals, and let's say uh 19 point blah blah blah. So at the end of it, you should write F. So the error will be gone, because long and F are a little bit similar. That at the means similar when it comes to at the end, you have to write that this is a float value, because you will get confused. Then you have double, double data. Actually, you can write anything. Like, if you give something and you just give a value, so it will take the variable name can contain anything, like you can but it should be a logical. As a programmer, whenever you're giving a uh, variable name, it should be a logical. Okay, so I'm just for learning purpose, I'm just giving double, I mean double data. Then you have a boolean. Okay, boolean can contain true and false. Okay, let's say boolean, let's say you are a liar. I want to store a liar. Then I'm saying false. So liars is actually false. Okay. Then you have character, or, and you can say as char data type. Data equals char is something you can contain a character type, like you have a, b, or it can be a dollar sign, or it can be minus, or it could be anything, but it will be in a character form, not in normal form. Okay, so you can give a single quote, and you can give something like hatch. So hatch, you can give us a dollar, you can give percentage, it carry like. So if you actually want to print it out, every single thing whatever we had tried, just print out system.out.println, and you can say what the first value we have put is a byte. Then you have plus, just uh, to print it out like system.out print, he will recognize through the variable name. You see, this is the name you have gave for this value. So this value it been stored here with the type of a data is byte. Okay, so this contains 127. So just through this name, through this variable name, you can call this data. Okay, 127. Then you're saying plus one, just copy, paste. Okay, then after the byte we have what, short. Okay, short, we have short data type. Then we have, okay, end data. Then what do we have after that? We have a long data type, float data type. Then we have double, and then we have what, like double after double you have boolean. I mean, it is a liar because liar is false. Then you have like character star data type. Now just run this program. For it's actually printing you out all the stuffs we actually given the value. Okay, so like, see, you can see here, over here it's 127. Then you have 3000, 32,663. Then you have this number. Then you got this long number, long data type. Then you have a float. Then you have a double, like 23.32, and the liar is a false. And in the character we actually put it like, what we had put it like percentage sign. So this are the data types are this is a primitive data type. Let's talk about uh, non-primitive data type. Okay, let's clean this data. We won't clean this data. Okay, this is primitive data type. Okay, primitive data type. So in this video I will just give an example of non-primitive data type. Non-primitive data type. Okay, non-primitive data type. Okay, and you have like string is a non-primitive data type. Non-primitive data type meant to be like the value cannot change. Okay, the value cannot change. Now I'm just saying name equals, and it should be in double quote, and I'm just giving my channel name. Ooh, code with Abdu, like code with Abdu. Here we go. It's non-primitive data type. So string is a non-primitive data type, like non-primitive data type. The value cannot change. Okay, the value cannot change means even though if you this been initialized, it been initialized, I'm saying name and I'm changing into something like code camp. I'm changing something else. So what's happening is when you say string name code with Abdu, and you're saying again you change this initialization, like you change name from code with Abdu to code camp. Okay, now if you run let me print it out here. I will explain you, and here I'm gonna put my name. Okay, save and run the code. So here you can see it shows the code camp means, see, when I gave a name with code with Abdu, again I change to the code camp. Okay, does it mean it is not an unprimitive data type? No, basically what's happening is you actually change it's change in the compiler, but back in the back what's happening is like what it's doing is like string. When you say name code with abdu, in the database it will store with like zero, with the number of address 022. It will create an like it will create in data type and store it. Again you try to give another name to the name. What it's doing is like it's actually storing in the data, like with kind of any number, with any address of a number. It's saving means the data is already there in the database. It won't change means it is already there. Again you're assigning, again it is creating another name means it is not changing this. Okay, it's not changing the name, the name value. It is it will create another one. If you say another time like name like so and so, so again it will create another variable. Okay, it will print it out so and so. But the main thing is that at the back end, what's happening is like it will create another, like another variable whenever you try to change a data type. Whenever you actually want, whenever you're changing non-parameter data type, what's happening is it will create another data type, and it will assign means it will consume the database. Okay, if you do with a primitive data type, it will change the actual value and it won't create another objects or another variables. Okay, so thank you guys.